leave, the next thing you almost certainly want to go and do is to book in a job visit to undertake the actual role. So there's a number of ways that you can do that. The first way you can go and do that is go to job visits and then book a visit in. Now you can do that within 2 ways. So I can go and book a visit in, and I can go and select my job type. Now job types are simply groups of worksheets that you want your engineers to undertake on each day. So in this case, I've got standard, or I've got day work, but you could have many of your own ones. And in this case, the day work includes a universal job sheet and a heat calculation sheet, or the standard includes a universal job sheet and a few others. Now that isn't restricted, so you can go and click on that and go and add one specifically for this job, or you can go and take something out again. It's completely free. I can go and add some site visit notes if I want to, specific. So do new carpet, don't walk on carpet, and then I can go and select the day and then the engineer. So in this case, I'm going to do it from 8 o'clock till 4:30, and I'm going to add an operative who's going to do that. So that case is going to be Fred the fitter. Now I'll go and create that. So that will go and create the job visit, the location timing, as many customers call it, over here. So if I go and look at the diary now, that will automatically update, and there's the diary in there for Fred. I could have done it via the diary, so if you want a more visual view from within the job, if I click on that, that will automatically go to this point where I could then go and drag it, and it will go and select the job, and then you could go and select the work type. So it's exactly the same way of doing it. You obviously don't need to pick the engineer at that point because we already know about them, but you can see it visually what's going on. So I won't do that. Or I could have just gone to the diary view, looked at the diary and gone, I'm going to drag it into here. I'm going to select the diary. I could select the job at this point. So I think that was called bathroom fit out. There it is there. And then I can go and do the diary in standard. Then I would go and select another operative or stick with the single operative I've got and then go and send it. We can then set whether we're going to send an SMS to the customer, whether we're going to send an email to the customer, and if there's a contact, we would send that. If you use our GPS tracking for your vehicles, then you could send an SMS when the vehicle is 15 minutes away. Or if you automatically want to send a 24-hour reminder, if it's greater than 48 hours away, then we can also go and set that. So in this case, I've gone and set it. If I want to move it, so the customer phones up and says, can you adjust it by 30 minutes or whatever, you can do that in a number of ways. So I could go into here and I could go and edit that, and I could go and change that to 8:30 and then just go and recreate the location timing. Or if I was doing it from the diary, which is probably the easier way, I could click on this here and I could just go and drag it by 8:30, and I could go into 30 minutes and reschedule. If you do it on a different day, you could click on that and click reschedule, and then you can move between the days to go and select when you want to go and do a rebook that particular appointment into. So in this case, I'm going to just go back and I'm going to move it out by 30 minutes. So I'm going to drag it, I'm going to accept that, and I'm going to go and reschedule that. And then you'll notice there that that'll be rescheduled for your engineer.